20,000 years ago, in Alola, Claydol was modeled after Celesteela. It gained life after being reached by one of Necrozma's rays of light. That light is actually a form of infinity energy, as both of them are present in living beings. Both can cause creatures to grow beyond their normal size and can be used to open warp holes. Claydol can be found in the Sky Pillar located in Hoenn. Next to this tower is Pacific Lock Town, place built by people who live in the sea and know a lot about the legends of the region. This description fits with the Seafolk people, suggesting that they are the ones who brought Claydol to Hoenn. And here is where the theory continues. Pacific Lock Town is an interesting place, located between two of the most important places in the Pokémon world when it comes to lore. One of them is the Sealed Chamber, located to the west of this town. In this underwater cave, we can find a message written in its walls. This is how we learn about an ancient group of humans who lived in these caverns. But they left the chamber after sealing some powerful Pokémon away. These Pokémon are the legendary Titans and their master, Regigigas. But how are these Pokémon related to Pacific Lock Town? While exploring this town, you can find different NPCs who talk about the legends the people of the town passed down as a tradition. One of them, the legend of the Regis. Others seem to know about Rayquaza, Pokémon worshipped by the Draconets at the Sky Pillar, located next to Pacific Lock Town. But is that enough to link the Regis to the Draconets? To unsolve this mystery, I have the company of someone who knows about the subject.
Hey Pokemon Masters, Keeper Toby here, and the Regi Trio and the Draconets sure do have some kind of connection. First, to have access to the Sealed Chamber, you need a Pokemon which knows the move Dig. We know that TMs probably didn't exist when the Sealed Chamber was built, and with that there are only two Pokemon in Hoenn that learn Dig by leveling up, Nincada or Trapinch. After reading the inscriptions, you have to visit 3 caves with the Regis inside, and in these caves you'll need to use the moves Fly and Strength to unlock the legendary Pokemon. And the only two Pokemon to learn Fly naturally are Salamence and Rayquaza. And while there wasn't a Pokemon that learned Strength by leveling up in Gen 3 naturally, both Trapinch and Salamence can learn this move.
Those two Pokemon share something more. They are both at their final evolutionary stage, used by the Draconets. Salamence goes as far as only being obtainable at the Meteor Falls, home of the Draconet people. We start to notice a correlation between the Regis and the Draconets, but there is more. We know that Zinnia's tribe is related to infinity energy. They know basically everything about it, and the Regis might be related to it as well. The Titans were created by Regigigas, using clay, ice and magma. Regigigas is also known for being capable of moving continents, and we know that in the past the Earth was overflowing with energy, as Zinnia explained in the Delta episode.
This energy is what made Kyogre and Groudon's primal reversion possible, natural energy explained in the Azoth files to be a non-artificial version of Mega Evolution, thus being infinity energy. Primal reversion is the potential of Pokemon evolution, a potential different form of Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution is made possible by the energy of people and Pokemon, primal reversion is made possible by natural energy.
So Regigigas could have moved the continents and then used the energy coming from beneath the earth as the source of power for the Regis. And you don't need to look farther than Regirock to understand how this is possible. Regirock was made with clay, which is a reference to the Jewish golems, servants or guardians made from clay and then given life by someone who was close to God.
The golems are one of the inspirations behind the Regis, being slow but strong defenders of their people, same as the Titans with the people of the sealed chamber. But Regirock isn't the only clay golem Pokemon. We have Claydol and Golurk, both made from clay and given life by a mysterious energy.
As explained in a different video, Claydol was created by one of Necrozma's rays of light, light which has similar effects to the power of the ultimate weapon, created by the King AC, who has a Golurk on his team. Regigigas was imprisoned in the Snow Point Temple, while its minions were sent to different regions of the world, as Sinnoh, Hoenn, and Unova. We can also find a Braille message in the Sevi Islands, where we can find the ruby and sapphire, stones used for trading and related to Kyogre and Groudon. But that's a story for a different time.
And then, who had the ability to move such creatures from region to region? Going back to where we started here, Pacifilog Town, next to the Sealed Chamber, built by people who lived on the sea, travelling from region to region as the Seafolk people with connections to the Draconids from the Sky Pillar, reminiscent of the Embedded Tower from Johto, a place built by the people from the Hoenn region who travelled to the region in the past to worship Kyogre, Groudon and Rayquaza. This basically confirms that the Draconids are related to that group of people from Hoenn who travelled to Johto across the sea.
One of the regions they visited was the Fiore region, where they built temples connecting the legendary beasts to the Weather Trio. We will be discussing this subject in Toby's channel, so there is a link if you want to check that out. Now, going back to the Embedded Tower, that place and the dungeons where the Regis are trapped must have been built by people who came from the sea and had knowledge of the myths and legends of the Pokemon world. The Seafolk people fit this description perfectly. As the books in Mali City's library explain, they are skillful sailors and experts on the lore of the world, same as the people from Pacifilog Town, where everyone knows about the Regis and Rayquaza, passing down their stories as folk tales. Thanks to this, we can say that they are the descendants of those who thousands of years ago moved the Regis and left a coded message in the Sealed Chamber. In the past, the Earth was overflowing with primal energy, the natural form of infinity energy. In these times of chaos, Regigigas moved the continents and used the energy coming from beneath the earth as the moving force of the Regi Trio. A group of humans with influence of both the Seafolk people and the Draconids prospered in the Sealed Chamber with the help of the Regis, but they feared the Titans, so they traveled to other regions where they sealed the Regis in different temples. Then those humans settled down outside of the Sealed Chamber, keeping their connections to the Regis and infinity energy present in their traditions. Meanwhile, the Regis in their prisons await for the arrival of a courageous trainer, worthy of waking up the sleeping golems. And this is how this theory ends. But there are more secrets to uncover in the next episode of the Appendix Series.